behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Get the ball.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
On the double.
Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
Tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, Delta.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 42.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Blue draw Porkers.
Popo's the Mike. Mike's Popo. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 52. Check. Check.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
We're scoreless after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Handoff, McCaffrey running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check, check.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
What you got?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got him.
Now Lawrence on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch 10. Single.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
24 is the mic.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, D.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Get it.
On first down, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in.
Back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second and 5. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Now the Eagles will use... second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
60 Pittsburgh. Hustle.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they tie it on the last play of the second quarter. Now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the posts? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we've got something good going here now, guys.
Extra point up and through, and that will put them on top here in the third. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Here we go, Sack. 70 Lions.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Yes, sir.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They go play action here on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now he's forced out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys right up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? The open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Carolina. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready! 15 line. 15 line.
24 is the mic. Time to go. Night. Watch the shift. Watch
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Topper. Hard.
Check. Crack.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
I got one.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick.
Touchdown! Chris Rodgers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Two times. 4 down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second and 6.
Man left, man left. 4 down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is third and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go. Hey, echo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Out of the gun now on third down. Now a a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. Touchdown, Carolina.
Come on now.
Great effort
Let's do
there. 47 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Double tight.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big...